TikTokers. Ya iba a decir, hello, tweakers. ¿Cómo están, tweakers? It's me, Rubi La Quachenta. Tweakers, we have a good show tonight. Quiero hablar del mil mentiras de la butterfly, guys, porque a mí me cayó un text message today that his last post saying he spoke to Breezy was a lie. Nunca habló con Breezy. There was a third party that he communicated with. That picture he got and placed on Facebook wasn't from Breezy, wasn't from her directly. It was somebody who linked it out to Frank. La Butterfly is bullshitting like usual. I don't have nothing personal against you. I don't. Pero aquí vamos a hablar al Chile, Francisco, since you want to put my name out there. Yo nunca te he pedido nada y no te debo nada, right? The only thing here is that we're criticizing you, that you claim you're a butterfly, but you continue to aventar la piedra, a cagar palo, a cagar palo. Little by little estás aventando la piedra, la piedra, la piedra, la piedra. That post you put about Breezy and you put the horse there was no need for that. Hasta te la cantaron. And what did you do? You laughed about it. Because that same person who you talked to was the one who sent me that message telling me that you never spoke to Breezy. Why do you have to stir up the pot? Why do you have to go after Breezy? ¿Qué te ha hecho esa mujer? Nada. Now you went after Miss Painter también, calling her my sidekick. She's never been my sidekick. Por favor, respétala como mujer, como dama que es. Esa mujer se ha dado a respetar, no como otras que las hacen pendejas y ahí se queda. Let's get shit straight, right? Anyways, de voy a hablar a mi camarada, a mi sidekick, como dice Francisco, pues that's the way he wants to call her. A ver qué tiene que decir. She'll call me right back. A ver, let me read some of the comments. Shout out to Glow por defendiéndonos and defending you from the... Oh, thank you, Glow. Appreciate it. And he did put the video up, the Day Vanessa got beaten up. I've seen it myself, and he took it down. I don't know why he's in denial. I don't know what his problem is to acknowledge what he's done is wrong. Ni modo. I've acknowledged my mistakes. Que tenga los tanetes. And then you see certain people, guys, certain people like Liz Cantu showing him support. Really, Liz? After I stood up for you, why can't you be neutral? Why do you have to mamarle la verga Frank? After I stood up for you. And yes, you're going to bark that you gave me this and you helped me out here, which I appreciate it. But why do you have to? You even blocked me on Facebook a long time ago. For what reason? ¿Qué te hice yo? Nada. Pero ahí sigues mamando riata para quedar bien con el otro pinches dientes chuecos. Did you know Dinwin liking the post too? After I stood up for your fucking family too? Really? Wow. That's sad. That's sad. Y Baker, you're a waste of time, bro. A ti no te digo nada porque lástima me das. For reals. No te digo nada because I don't want you to fall into that depression bullshit and, you know, I won't even argue with you. You're a lost cause to me. Yeah, Julio. When this is what I don't understand, because she was in the group chat too. When shit hit the fan, a lot of these people that participated, no, yo ya no quiero decir nada. I'm not going to participate anymore. I never did. And if I did, I'm sorry. But you're on your own. And too bad you deal with it. No. It's a team effort. We were fighting for the same cause, for the same fucking reason. Not because I went to jail, you're going to say, okay, pues ya te chingaste. No. Just because I put my face out there, and I did it because I wanted to. Nobody forced me to do it. But because I put my face out there, I was a prime target. Y yo no me dejé, como se dejó Vanessa. Yo no me dejé pisotear. I didn't let nobody walk all over me. I stood up for what was right, for what I believe was right. Y que chingan a 20, pues chingan a 20 también. Right? After I defended all of them, con esto me pagaron. Con esto me pagaron. Participating in what Dientes Chuecos had to put about me. For what reason? Because he doesn't believe that we're right, because we can't have a debate, because we can't talk about this, we can't talk about that, because he goes to the defense. Now he goes after Miss Painter. For what reason? Yo no sé qué coraje le tenga Miss Painter. I don't know if Miss Painter's still very upset. I'm going to see if I could call her. A ver si contesta.
Hola, amigo.
Hola, amigo. ¿Estás en fiesta?
Estoy en los Bahamas.
Cállate.
Sí.
You have a couple of minutes or no?
Sí, déjame salirme de este congal.
¡Ay! ¡Ay! Se va a poner bueno el pedo.
¿Eh?
Digo que se va a poner bueno el pedo. Vamos a hablar al chile aquí. Usted no se detenga.
A ver.
Quiero
Vas a oír aquí el mar ahorita. ¿Y luego?
Pues que los ponieron en blast. Ahora te tocó a ti también, Sidekick.
A mí también. ¿Qué dijeron de mí?
No sabías tú.
Yo no he oído nada. No te digo que I was traveling today.
Francisco blasted you too.
Who, Frank?
Yeah.
¿Qué dijo de mí?
Dijo, Jaime A.K. Ruby, along with his new sidekick, Ophelia Painter, have been making accusations in relations that I had something to do with the event of December 2024 when Vanessa got beat up. That I published a video.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. I said that if he knew anything, then he should come forward. I didn't say he had anything to do with it.
So he said that you claimed that we claim that he published a video of the event. After they make such accusation,
well, he did. He did. And everybody has seen some part of it through him.
And he's like, after they make such accusation, they say, I don't know, I believe, I'm not sure, I think. So to sum things up, they have no damn idea what they're talking about. Ahora resulta que somos los guaseados, ¿verdad? Los pendejetes, como dice.
Sí.
So basically, he's upset. He put a huge paragraph and all this other shit. Brought up Breezy. I don't personally know what Miss Painter has against me or why she has to be making such claims, having people believe things that are not simple, not true. At the end of the day, I know I wasn't involved with any of the event. When the December 24th, only Vanessa Tijerina, the Predator, and the Raymond Pepino indeed know exactly what happened. People like Chisme. That's it.
Está bien que diga lo que quiera.
In other words, he called you out, saying that you're lying. That
well, unfortunately, he needs to call me to his show so that I can talk to him directly and remind him of certain things.
Se me quema la tortilla.
Cara con cara. I mean, yo no me gusta andar hablando behind people's back. Por eso lo hago en público, para que no digan que yo dije algo que no dije. So, cuando él quiera, que me hable, nos juntamos en tu show y le recuerdo unas cosas.
¿Cosas gachas o más o menos?
Pues no, de que no diga que no se acuerda qué pasó y cómo y cuándo. Que no diga que no sabe. Que no diga eso. Yo no dije que he was involved. Yo lo que dije es que si él sabía algo, porque he was so close to all these people, si sabía algo, que he to come forward and say I was not involved, but I know some things. That's what I said.
Right. Y ahora
el que quiere chisme, el que quiere. El que quiere hablar y hacer chisme es él, porque es el que está haciendo el drama y el chisme, yo no.
Está enojado because he lied that he contacted Breezy. He never did. It came from a third party.
He never did. I know that already. He never talked to Breezy, period. Que no se haga del que hablé con ella. Él dijo, él lo puso en su post, que he had talked to her. He did not talk to her. So, talking about wanting to make drama, wanting to make chisme, que les gusta el chisme, ¿quién es el que está stirring up chisme? Él.
Y se la cantaron cuando puso ese caballo next to Breezy's name.
Yes. Él es el único que está stirring up el chisme. And I would suggest que se quede de Butterfly porque le cuesta mucho trabajo salirse de Butterfly. That's my opinion. And I'll say whatever I know. And yes, that he knows that he talked about this incident with certain people. I believe so. And so I never said he had hands-on something to do with it. I said, if you know things about this or anything que se le haya hecho a alguien, for him to come forward as a Butterfly and say, you know what, I was not involved, but I know this and this and this.
Y luego no, aparte de hablar de nosotros, he had to elaborate more, talking about, tomorrow's the day where Vanessa happened there at Stars, que it would be the 30th anniversary, que le quitaron los hijos and all this other stuff. ¿Por qué tiene que ser tan ojete y mamón? A él no le gustaban cuando hablaban de sus hijos. ¿Por qué le gustaba hablar de los hijos de Vanessa? Yo defendí los hijos de él.
Jaime, por eso te digo que les gusta picar, les gusta stir the pot y después están allá que harassment. No estén jodiendo si no quieren que saquen cosas. Porque it always comes back the spit comes and hits them in the face. So don't stir it up.
Right.
So, pero it's up to him if he wants to stir it up. I'm sure there's more than one thing that remembers all those things that he put out there.
Right, but it seems like the few people that comment only pay attention to what he puts at the very end of the paragraph. I'm gonna remain a butterfly. I don't want peace, joy, que pobrecitos.
Yo también digo que I'm a good person and no estoy hablando de nadie y cree lo que crees.
Pero he puts names out there. He's putting names out there. He's put Breezy's name. He put your name, my name, Vanessa's name. Y pues, at the end of the day, uno sale a defender what's right. I don't think he needs to go after Breezy or Vanessa.
La gente sabe que lo que yo dije, lo dije. Y yo nunca dije que él tuvo algo que ver con esa cosa directly that I know of. Pero de que sabía chisme about it, he knows it.
I remember you mentioned something that he had streamed or shown the video.
He did.
He says he didn't. He said there was no video. He says no había nada.
Okay. Bueno, pues que se haga pendejo si quiere. El pendejete es de él. Que se haga.
He said it in the post that there was nothing.
Bueno, un día de estos sale Breezy y te dice la verdad. Because more than one person, yo no soy la única que lo vi. There was more than one person that saw it. And he took it off right away.
Right.
Y después dijo que Breezy lo había mandado.
Acusó a la otra and who knows si lo mandó Breezy o no lo mandó.
Who knows. Pero que hable todo lo que quiera, que ponga post, que ponga mi nombre. Él sabe que en ese tiempo todos se conocían muy bien.
Wow, hay secretos que uno no sabe.
Yeah. Bueno, ahí te miro porque voy a ir a bailar.
Bueno, baila.
Bye.
No, pero descalza no. Bye. Va a ir a bailar, pero descalza no se va a cortar porque dice que andan en el mar, en las Bahamas y que hay shells y quién sabe qué pedo. Anyways, there was no need to bring up Breezy. There's no need to bring up Miss Painter nor Vanessa because The thing is that Vanessa had nothing to do with what the argument was. Basically, we had a debate, we had an argument. The argument was that he never talked to Breezy the way he mentioned, and I put the receipts out there. He got mad and he made this paragraph, and from there he brought up Vanessa's date when they removed her children. What does that have to do with me showing the public that you lied about talking to Breezy? Breezy didn't want to talk to you. I saw when he put it, uh, the live meeting de Vanessa. Okay, we're gonna ask here, guys. Who remembers when that video went up? It was on his webpage, and we're so sorry for Joy's loss, guys. She lost a relative. We're so sorry. Te acompañamos en tu pesar. Sundas remembers which one, where Vanessa was getting beaten at the hotel at Atlas Inn, and it was being streamed or shown in Frank's webpage. Sí, es como una persona que aparenta ser una buena persona y no lo es. Yo, así como me conocen, así soy yo, y no voy a change. Like, I'm not going to change and pretend that I'm the best person and anything like that. I have my mistakes. Yo la cagado. I take responsibility of my actions. I will be held accountable for my actions, and I will stand up for what I've done wrong. Pero que no se trate de start attacking people. Apenas salió la mujer y ya la quieren involucrar en chismes, ya la quieren empinar, pretty much. Cuando la mujer nada que ver, la mujer cambió, ya no es la misma persona que antes. She had done a change even before going to prison. Ya había cambiado. I'm sure she continues the right path on what she believes is right. I'm sure she built a relationship with God. Remember, guys, she was a reborn Christian. Breezy. I mean, people mocked her, people made fun of her, whatnot. But at the end of the day, she changed her life around. That she went in jail was part of the consequences of people's mistakes in life. Así como yo ha ido a la cárcel, guys, I'm not saying I'm guilty of it, but mistakes occur, and whatnot. I asked Frank to leave her alone. Por favor, Frank. You want to talk shit about me. Put it again that I drive big. Put it again que soy maricón. Put it again que lo que tú quieras. But please stop talking about Vanessa's children. Stop talking about Miss Painter. Porque acuérdate que esa mujer hizo mucho por ti. Just because she doesn't agree with your shit or disagrees with certain things you do, that doesn't mean you have to put her on the spot and call her my sidekick, Frank. At the end of the day, it's my show, right? She's a guest to my show. She's a co-host, pretty much. But that doesn't mean you have to go disrespect her. Acuérdate todo lo que hizo por ti. Que no se te olvide, por favor. I appreciate what you did for me, Frank. There's things that you did for me, and I'm happy. But there's things that I don't agree with you. That doesn't mean that I see you as an enemy. That doesn't mean that I hate you. But these are my opinions. Just the way you had your opinion calling me a dry beggar, I say that it's wrong having an affairs. Right? I'd rather fucking dry beg than sleeping around having affairs, fucking up your own family. Or my own family if I had kids and a wife. Prefiero pedir que robar. And I learned that the hard way. Prefiero pedir a ustedes que me ayuden que andar robando. Right? Me da quien sabe qué, because we had a very close relationship. We had a very close relationship, and who messed up our relationship was that person who called us a pendejo. Ustedes están ahí por pendejos. You all know who loves to use that word. who enjoys calling people pendejos. Thank you, Raquel, for the Cash App. I appreciate it. It's just the thing that Frank can't comprehend or doesn't want to understand, that when you go after one person, a lot of people support that individual. Why bring up horrible anniversaries? You're right about that. I don't need him as a friend, guys. I don't want him as a friend. No le deseo mal tampoco. No le deseo nada, que se muera y quién sabe qué pedo. Yo no le deseo nada de eso, Frank. The only thing is that I feel Carter was the one that called people. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. The only thing I feel is that he's going after individuals again, but in a different format. In a format as tiro la piedra, me hago pendejo, and say, pórtese bien. Pórtese bien para que no vayan a las cárcel pendejetes. Right? That's what he claims. But at the end of the day, you still throw that stone. Right? You're still throwing it. You're still poking at it. Se llega un tiempo que la gente comienza a ver la clase de persona que eres. And yes, I did call out Liz today because I stood up for her. She helped me out, just like a lot of y'all have helped me out through Cash App, and I appreciate it. But why are you applauding a post? Why did you unfriend me? Why did you block me when I never did anything to you but stand up for your children? I mean, for you, yourself, your individual. Remember they went after your job? Remember they were calling your job over and over again trying to get you fired? Pero con esto me pagaste. Same thing with Digital Dimwit. He's over there liking the post where they blasted Miss Painter, where they blasted Vanessa, where they blasted me, and he's okay with it. Just because an individual claims me voy a portar bien. That is very sad of you, Digital Dimwit. After I stood up once again for your family, for your children, because they went after your loved ones. Sí, a mí si no me quieren, guys, díganme a Chile, we don't like you. Está bueno, no hay pedo. But just remember that I fought battles that didn't even pertain to me. I fought battles that didn't even, and they dragged my mother, my family, through the mud. Because yo estuve peleando las battles de alguien más, de otras personas, porque pensaba que eran mis amigos y nunca lo fueron. That bueno, if you don't want to participate, you don't want to talk to me, whatnot, you have your own things going, that's fine. But when you block somebody because that person went to jail, because shit hit the fan, because certain things were going south, and you get paranoid or you panic, you start saying, well, my job is important, which is true, because that's your bread and butter. But what about a relationship as a friend? Was it just because for interés, because you needed me to fight your battles, because you couldn't do it because of your job, because you were afraid to lose your job, because they were going to call your job, right? Let's not forget that I stood up for a lot of you guys that are over their fangs. And you're right, they all backstabbed you time after you defended them. Yeah, they did. They did. I feel like entre más me empino, más el horno se me ve. And I know he claims, watch this. I'm going to read it to you right now, guys. Anyhow, I got to go, and I'll talk to everyone later on. If someone makes a video talking about me, good for them, because they need the views, and I don't need them. Pórtese bien. That's what he put. So there won't be a rebuttal. Well stated. Domingo put well stated. They have nothing on their platform that is real substance, or Domingo Dominguez, guys, with a fake profile. Aquí puso Carla, guys. I don't know the whole story, but I really appreciate Ophelia Painter and Delia. Maybe things are not the same, but I will always be grateful when a person with nothing to do attacked me just for money and have more people believe lies. They saw the truth and supported me. I can't believe how some lady just... So I'm reading some of the comments here, guys. A lot of these people don't even participate in my platform, which is okay. But Digital Dimwit, I'm very disappointed in that guy. And the other one, I would say Liz Cantu. I'm very disappointed in her too. Cry me a river if you don't like that I'm talking about you and I'm speaking about your name. Cry me a fucking river, Liz. I don't care. Because I fought your fucking battles because you couldn't do it because of your job. Because you would lose your job, there goes everything for you. And I understood. And that's why I stood up for you. Digital Dimwit, I did the same thing for your family. And you did the same thing for me. But you're liking a post where they talk shit about Miss Painter. Read Dee Dee's comment. Let me see right here. For the same thing you have, don't stir up the drama without talking to me. I respect enough to talk to you, and I have to defend you as well. It's about the sides. Okay, I'm not stirring up the drama. I'm going based on what you did right here, because obviously you liked the post, right? A post where they blasted me, where they blasted Miss Painter, and they blasted Vanessa. What's so good about this post? Explain to me. You could call a show and explain to me what's so good about this post. Where's the positive thing about this post? Where is it? Is it where it says tomorrow's the 30-year anniversary where Vanessa got famously arrested in front of the Stripes and her children removed from her? Is that something positive? I don't have your number. You could call me. Or is it the part where it says Jaime Ruiz, since he's unable to talk about certain people? Or is that something that you have my number? I don't have your number. And if I did, I don't have it saved. Or is it Ophelia Painter said in the recent live, Frank is going to come after me for speaking up? I don't have his number, Sabrina. I don't have it. I don't have it saved. Let me check if I could. Is it 900? No, it's not that one. You know what? I could call him for Facebook Messenger. Oh shit, I was looking for him under Digital Dimwit.
Hello?
Hey, Digital Dimwit.
Hey, what's up, bro? Hold on, I'm just in my office right now. Give me one second.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I liked the post, but I wasn't joining in saying like, oh yeah, like OP this or Jaime this. No.
Okay, well I have a question for you. You like the
Go
post?
ahead.
You like the post for what reason?
Because as much as I disagree with the things that Frank does and that page of his, I don't think he had anything to do with the beating. So I probably should have read the whole post. I read like the first paragraph or two.
If you read the whole post, it's bashing Painter, bashing me, bashing Vanessa. Basically, that's what it is. and bash
Okay,
you,
well,
Rizzy.
everyone knows my stance on Vanessa. I've made it clear in my basketball videos, and I've even spoken to Vanessa.
But it's okay.
I'm not bashing her. I'm not attacking her.
I understand what you mean, but what I'm trying to get a point across, when you like something where it's bashing individuals, then that tells me a lot. It speaks volumes by itself. You don't have to
But
actually
I don't
comment.
think it does because I'm having to clear it up for you. So I don't think you do understand what it means about because you're still not letting me fully talk about it. You saw one post, you went based on your emotions, like, oh, he's liking this person's post that I don't like, so I'm gonna call him out on my show, which is the same thing that me and you have talked about that other people have done, people that we don't talk about anymore,
Right.
and it's just continuing a cycle. I think it's okay to like a post because I agree with one side. I don't have to agree with all sides. Just the same with you. Like there's some things I agree with you. There's some things that I don't. You do the same thing for me, but there's still like a level of respect. There's never been a time where I go,
Well, the thing is that I'm not telling people to go attack you. My personal opinion
no,
is that
no,
I don't agree with you
no. But
liking
by
that
opening it,
post.
but by opening it up on your page, it's the same thing everyone else does. Like, hey, I'm not talking about this person, but hey, this is the way I feel about it. You all do what you want to do.
At
Like
the end of the
that's
day, I can't control
kind of
what
what I'm
people do.
calling it
I
out.
can't control what people do.
No, I get
I'm
it,
not going to be
but
held
you
because
understand. You understand that that's the same defense that other people
right.
use. People that
I
you call out for doing the same
well, the
thing.
thing is that
So why is it okay for you to do it?
the thing is that I will be held for my accountable for my actions, but I think we're all old enough here to be held accountable for their actions. In other words, if somebody has to say something directly towards you or writes a comment here about you, that person is responsible for that action. I'm not going to take responsibility. Let's assume that we're all together, right? And somebody kills someone. Well, you know what? I'm going to say I did it because I was there and I saw it. No, that's not my responsibility because the gun, I never had it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think
Okay,
we're
okay. Hold on, then let's use this argument. Like I'm not fighting with you. I
no,
like
we're not fighting. We're
having
debating. We're
debates and stuff like
debating.
this. Like yeah, exactly. So let's say I open up my page and I invite everyone to uh, attack you. Like let's say like me and you are at war, the way people have been. And not saying that you would do it. I know you have a strong personality. I know you're not one to be like brought down by words. But let's say it gets to the point where everyone's bashing you to the point where you want to unalive yourself. And let's say you actually go through with it. I would be held responsible because it's something I hosted on my platform, something that I allowed on my platform. So in one way, I would be held responsible because it was something that was housed
So,
like under my supervision.
so I'm gonna interrupt you there.
Hmm.
So you know that you went after Vanessa several times, right?
Yeah, I haven't
Okay,
admitted to it.
and you know that she tried to harm herself more than once, right?
Yes.
So would you have
Yeah.
been held accountable for your actions if she would have gone through with those times she tried to hurt herself?
Yeah, and I've explained it like that's one of the main reasons why I stopped because I didn't like what he was doing to her, and then that's why I started talking about mental health. And me and her kind of buried the hatchet on it. Like I apologized, I stopped monetizing the videos off of her and everything, which is the right thing to do, and not continue
Mm-hmm.
to bring it up to try and squeeze like pennies and cents out of it. Like I think that's the right thing to do to at least say, hey,
Somebody put a
I
comment
was,
here, Victor, and let me read it.
yeah,
So BT unalives herself. DD, Manny, Wanganet, and Frank go to jail for it.
there would be charge if it was linked back. Like I think Manny could be held responsible because of his platform. I think having it all start like the whole spark of this gasoline fire could be linked to back to Frank. If they want to come after me, they probably could. But I think in comparison to the way other people have gone after and attacked her, I think I'm very like low tier of being responsible for anything. But if I need to go to court to defend my case, I will. Same thing with you. Like there was a time where you and Vanessa were going head to head. Like, do you think you would be held responsible, or do you think it's okay since now you and her are okay?
No, I mean, if there was actions that would have led to her hurting herself during the time that I had an issue with her, or we both had our differences, of course I would have been held accountable. But as of right now, her
Okay,
and I
thank you.
we're in great terms. There's nothing there. It was just a simple question that I asked you whether or not you would be held accountable if Vanessa would have done something to herself during the time that you were streaming or going after her or whatnot you were doing to her. And you said
Yeah,
yes.
well, I never streamed it, but yeah, like if it came to where I needed to own up and man up, and feel like yes, these were my actions in the past, and I'll answer for them if I need to. Like yes, I'm willing to admit that because I know the lengths that I went were bad. Like it was too far. Like maybe talking about her every once in a while was okay, but the fact that I did, I think 7 or 8 videos on her, yes, I admit that was too far. That shouldn't have been done. But I'm not about that anymore. I don't continue that. I don't like that's not my way of doing
So,
content
so,
anymore.
so I have a question for you, and I know that you come on a neutral. You've always been neutral, and I apologize if I jumped the gun earlier today, but thank you for allowing me to call you and us talk about it, and now it led to a debate, right? Um,
Yeah,
I'm not asking nobody to go after him, digital dimwit. I'm not asking you guys to bash him. I'm not asking any of that stuff, guys. Yes, I don't agree with what he liking the post, but everybody is entitled for their own opinion.
yeah.
Uh,
What I'm saying is, me liking the post doesn't mean we have to be enemies about it.
oh,
It
you're not my
doesn't have to be
enemy.
like,
You're not
yeah.
my
But
enemy.
it was, I had to like, I had to get up from my office and come down to the cafeteria here at work because I was like, whoa, like it's starting to get heated, and I don't want things to be said. Like I'm sure we all have opinions about each other, but the fact is, like, I don't want things to be said to where, hey, we can't go back to just being cool because sometimes, the way it is in this game, it's like emotion. Sometimes you say things out of emotion and then later on
Right.
you're like, oh shit, I should have said that. And that's what I'm just trying to avoid before it gets to a point to where like me and you are the new, you and somebody else kind of thing.
Right, and then I do have a question for you. If you go down the line and if you read the post, do you think it was necessary for Frank to put out there tomorrow's Vanessa's 3 year anniversary that they remove her kids? And then all of a sudden you say, well, pórtese bien, and I'm gonna stay to being a butterfly. But then why throw that the little shades when somebody starts throwing shades or indirects like that? Well, they're not indirects. He's putting her name out there. You're
No.
storing up the pot. You're
And
opening up the can of worms for something to start.
yeah, yeah, no, and I agree with that. Like turning over a whole new leaf, being a butterfly, whatever you want to call it, going a different route, turning like directions means that everything in your past should be like left behind. This feels like a bad breakup that somebody can't get over, like when you still, see what they're up to on social media, when you still like wonder like if they're thinking about you some situation. If it's a total new leaf, butterfly coming out of the cocoon, the chrysalis, whatever you want to call it, I think Vanessa shouldn't even be brought up. Anyone associated with that
You know what really what
person that you're trying to turn away from should be left alone. Like the whole Breezy thing. Like I honestly, I don't run in the same circles as Breezy. I had forgotten that she was even locked up. Like why bring that up? Like I'm sure she doesn't want it like out there. Like hey, like she's out. Like let's see what she's gonna do next, or let's see what she's gonna throw her hat in the ring next. No, like I'm sure she wants to spend time with her family. I'm sure she wants to catch up on a lot of things that she missed. I'm sure you know she wants to live her life. Like why be pulled back into it? Like, why shine a spotlight on the fact that hey, she's out?
Okay, look, there was an individual, and I think it's a fake profile. I've never seen this Rebecca here comment before, if I'm not mistaken. They said, Jaime, you also went after her at one time. You could have also been linked to it. I said, and I said it here with Digital Dimwit, if at the time she would have done something to herself during the time that I was bashing her, of course I would have taken full responsibility if something like that would have happened. But I never celebrated the taking away of her children. I never went to a parade. I never participated in that. I never went to a Fangs reunion because I didn't agree with certain things. As a matter of fact, when they decided to remove her children or they were taking away her children, Raymondville PD and CPS, I went to the baby daddy's house, which is Roman, who lives on Mile 9, close to where I live. And I told him, you need to go get your kids. CPS are taking away the kids from Vanessa or Raymondville PD. Go get your children. Because I thought it was the smartest move to do. And that was how I reacted. And he went to go pick up the little girls. I never did it in a malicious way. I thought it was like maybe he gets the little girls and she'll be able to get better and she'll be able to get her kids back. And I hope she does because she's improved so much in life.
Yeah, and like we just talked about that, and like the same thing. Like I might have covered her, but I never brought up the girls. I never showed that video. I never even talked about that video. I just said, look, she was arrested. This happened, but I it was hard for me just to watch the video myself, like to hear like the way the little girls were, because I mean they had really nothing to do with it. They were like just victims of the circumstance and like what was going on around them, but they still had to deal with like that traumatic experience. So like that's why I never wanted to talk about it, and that's why I don't think it should be celebrated. I don't even think it should be mentioned. Like if it's not something that's impacting your life, I don't think you should be out there like talking about it, or glamorizing it, or just throwing it out there for the likes and the clicks and stuff like that.
Right. So,
So no, I don't agree with the whole bashing Vanessa thing. I never was. There was times where I was invited to like group messages, and yes, I made comments and stuff in the past that
somebody's
I
calling. Let me
maybe
let
thought it
me
was
let me
funny, but
answer
like
this
looking back
call.
on it now, it's like,
Hello? Hello?
Hi, how are you,
I
Jaime?
am
Buenas noches
doing
a todas
fine.
las
Buenas
hermosas.
noches. Teníamos a Digital Dim with Bande. ¿Qué
Hi,
pasó?
hi, cosas. Oye, mira, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Ok, mira, estoy escuchando a Digital Dimwit hablar y te estoy escuchando a ti y todo esto. Esto es mi opinión personal, ¿ok? No quiero ofender a nadie, no quiero que nadie se ponga en contra de nadie, ni nada. Esto es simplemente lo que yo pienso. Okay, so I really don't trust Digital Dimwit at all whatsoever. A person that is with you and goes to another page and starts
Hello? Hello? We lost Glow here.
and you should not. Digital Dimwit enjoys manipulating everything to his convenience. And I don't think it's right.
Sorry, guys. Something happened. It kicked me offline. Let me call Glow back. Well, let me call Digital Dimwit back. Sorry.
hello.
Hey, I'm sorry. My phone just went whack, and then Glow called in and interrupted the call. I'm gonna call her right back. She was saying things about you, not in a bad way, but it's just
Oh,
that certain things that she didn't agree with you and stuff. But going back to
yeah, no, she
this,
has a very strong opinion against me, and I still don't know why, but she has her reasons, so that's cool.
going back,
What you were saying?
going back to this, what really happened today was that Frank lied that he had spoken to Breezy. I have a screenshot from the person who he actually spoke to, was a third party that knows Breezy very well. She said that she texted me saying Frank lied. He never spoke to Breezy. Called me for the cheese man. I went, can I share this? She said yes. I shared the screenshot. Frank retaliated by doing a long ass post regarding myself, Breezy, Miss Painter, Vanessa, because he was caught in a lie.
Hmm.
And then the picture he placed out there was a picture that was linked out from a group chat that Breezy has of 8 people. That picture was linked out by someone else who they believe they could trust in that group, and they I guess screwed her over.
Yeah, that's why I don't trust any group chats. You know how people get.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, like there's no reason to bring like Breezy in it. I don't even think there's a reason to continue talking about Vanessa. I I said it like in my previous shows. I was like, look, everyone wanted Vanessa's kids to be taken away. It happened. Then they're complaining that she's not doing anything to get the girls back. Like people just aren't satisfied. Like they're complaining that she has the kids, then they're complaining that she doesn't have it. Same thing with the job.
You
Like
know, there's one thing that
they
people
didn't.
don't know, and I'm going to explain to you here, Digital Dimwit, is that when that phone was removed from that stalker that I had, a lot of pictures from Vanessa from 2017, cash apps and stuff were sent to multiple people, including the time that the beating took place. So Vanessa has an assignment to turn in a USB to a department that's going to continue with this investigation. And I'll tell you straight out, Mercedes PD adopted the case from Raymondville PD, and they reopened it up at Mercedes. So the case is open in Mercedes.
Yeah, that's good. And like, hopefully justice is served
So
on
one way or
however
another, Vanessa's
which
gonna
way it
get
goes.
justice, and I'm
Yeah.
consistently trying to figure out a way to help her out, because it is not fair that, okay, she went through so much and people are now gonna be held accountable for it.
Yeah. And like I said, if it comes to the point where like, hey, I'm called in or I need to, speak to a department, okay, I understand it. Like I'm an adult, like, okay, I made decisions and now I gotta own up to them. I'm not gonna go hide. I'm not gonna say I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm not gonna say anything because you know what, I did and I'm admitting it.
Right. But
Which is I think what would be a lot better if a lot of people just, flat out said, okay, I did this, like all cards on the table.
right. So I want to thank you for taking my call, Digital Dimwit, and I apologize if any miscommunication was between you and I.
Yeah, and that's cool if you disagree with me on stuff. Like, no problem, anything. Like I've done the same to you and stuff like that. All I'm saying is, hey, communication is key. Like, if you want to call me out, just call me out and just
You know,
call me like on the phone. Like you have my number and stuff like that.
one of the things that I really appreciated from you was when a certain individual was claiming that I was a child molester. You cleared it up on your show, and I appreciate that,
Hmm.
because you did the background check, you did everything, and it made those individuals look stupid for coming up with stupidities just to smear in my name and do a hate crime. They did it based on my sexual preference. That's why.
Yeah, and then I was even willing to when I was in the valley to do like stop by randomly do a drug test, and you said you would take a drug test if I like showed up, and that
And I'm still down
shows a
for it.
lot
I'm still
rather
down
than
for it. If
just
you
yeah.
come in December or whenever you come, January, whatever it is, you call me, hey, Jaime, are you done for a drug test? I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah, and we'll do the whole thing live so they can't say like, hey, like they, camera edited, they took stuff out. Like, no, it'll be one continuous shot. You go into the room, you do it, and then we just wait for the results.
Okay. I want to
And like
digital.
I'm willing to do that. Like I'm willing to do that. I'm not saying like, hey, let's start fights or anything. Like we disagree. We had a really good debate. We both made, good points and we could just leave it like that.
I appreciate it. Thank you, digital. Appreciate it. Thank you for taking my call.
All right, talk to you
Okay,
later.
bye bye. So let me call Glow back, guys, because the call was interrupted. So let me call Glow.
Hello.
Hello, amigo. I'm sorry, but my phone went crazy and then the live had stopped or whatever. Pero you were saying that you didn't trust Digital Dimwit for what reasons? ¿O qué pasó? Platícame.
Mira, yo lo que siempre he visto de este señor es que he's trying to fit in somewhere, okay, to begin with. Okay, because a true friend or a good follower is not going to be with you and then going to another hate page and then start liking what they're posting, knowing that is going to be hurting you or whoever. Okay, so I see Digital Dimwit as a two-faced person, and this is just my personal opinion. This is how I feel about him. I will never trust him, and that it is what it is. Now, he is used to, this is what I have observed. He is used to manipulating situations to his convenience, so that he can get people over here and then, okay, it didn't work like this, so let me try over here. So at the end of the day, I see he's trying to do is trying to get views. Because if he respected Vanessa and if he cared for Vanessa, he will not even bring her up again at all. Okay, that is just my thinking. Let's not all forget that in the past, Digital Dimwit made a lot of videos about Vanessa, bashing on her, talking so much crap about her. Yes or no? Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Okay, so I would never trust him. Don't even have him around you. That is the reason I blocked him. because of how he is. He manipulates situations to his convenience. And he changes the wording, the tone of voice. The tone of voice has to do a lot with anything, okay? And the way that you lay out the cards. So he's very good at that.
Right. He's a very smart
That's
man.
no, I would not say smart. He is a very good con that he can drag you in and he can, manipulate the situation.
Right.
That I don't call that smart. I call that a con. And I'm sorry for being so blunt.
It's okay. I
I
mean,
don't
it's
want
your
to.
opinion. It's respected.
I just don't want to hurt anybody. Pero sí me cayó ahorita mal que tú les, o sea, y lo que tú le estás diciendo a él tienes toda la razón del mundo. Oye, pues si está aquí contigo y está opinando contigo y tú le das la oportunidad de esto y del otro y luego se va a otra pinche página para poner lo que, o sea, liking their stuff when it's negative about you, about Vanessa or whoever else.
Right.
I don't think that's fair.
No. And I want to thank you,
Y una,
girl.
pers y una persona así no es conveniente tenerla cerca de ti en lo absoluto. Por eso lo tengo yo bloqueado. Por eso no lo puedo ver ni en pintura, porque es un peladito mamón. Por eso. And take that to the bank. And you can eat 10 bags of dicks. And that is my personal opinion.
Well, it's well
Punto. He
respected.
dicho. Caso cerrado.
Caso cerrado, girl. Gracias por hablar. Appreciate it.
Órale.
Órale,
Bye.
bye-bye. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go back because Digital Dimwit was calling and he wants to. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
So I know that you wanted to respond back to what Glow had mentioned. The mic's yours. Go for it.
Look, the whole reason Glow's upset is because I called out her makeup brand from being from Alibaba, which you spend 10 cents to buy a piece of makeup and she upsells it for I don't know how much. That's her deal. I never called her out by name. I never said, hey, I'm going to expose Glow. I said, hey, I'm going to do a whole thing on makeup. I'm doing this because someone reached out to me because they got pink eye from using bad makeup. It was not from Glow. It was from some guy in Houston that was doing the same thing. She took it as an attack on her, and she's hated me ever since. I've never talked bad about Glow. I've never gone after her. Though she's calling me out for flip-flopping, she goes wherever the views, like wherever she gets views. She went with the wannabe mayor. She was all friends with her, even though like people have made jokes about like incestual accusations, about bringing in her family, bringing in her son. Like back when you and her were beefing, like you brought out personal stuff too, but y'all are cool. Y'all made up. Y'all like washed that away. That's cool. Good for you all. But she wants to have something against me for a post I did that had nothing to do with her. Like she took offense to it. I don't know what her issue was, but like I said, so many people have said so much worse, but she's willing to be friends with whoever will share viewers with her. Like that's all I got to say about her.
Okay, it's well respected and thank you for calling in. So basically it was a miscommunication based on lipsticks and products, right?
That's the only thing I could say because that's the only time that she started coming after me was about that post, and I never mentioned her. I never threw her name. I never showed her product or anything like that. But she took it as, I'm being exposed or anything like that. It was nothing to do with that. She was okay with me. She says she never trusted me. She gave me her personal phone and we had phone conversations off camera. We had text conversations off camera. Everything was good. Even when she was, with the wannabe mayor on that side, like super against you, me and Glow talked a few times. We had conversations. And, either she lied to me or she lied to you, which either way shows that she lies, whenever it's convenient. She said she trusts me, that I trust you. Don't give my number away. I'm so glad we could talk about this. You're so understanding. You're so smart. And now that it's not going her way, or now that she has beef with me, she's throwing all that away. So I don't know if she lied back then or if she's lying now. All I want to say is like, hey, if you have issues with me, you have my number. I gave you my personal one. She gave me her personal number that's not related to any of the shows or anything like that. Uh, tell me what your issue is. Don't make, a hour-long video intoxicated, yelling and cussing and all this. Like, say
Intoxicated.
your reason. Say your reason. If you know you have an issue with someone, say it. I said, well, my issue was with Frank. I've said issues I've had with you. I've said issues I've had with Manny. I've said issues I've had with the wannabe mayor. And, now I'm saying the issue I have with her. She's not being direct. I'm sure things would be completely different if, let's say, I put in as much effort as everyone else did on these videos. And I admit that I don't. Like, I only do it like once a week or once every 2 weeks. But, if I was throwing a bunch of
So
viewers and subscribers her way, I'm sure she would be perfectly okay with whatever I said about that post.
okay, and let's refresh it because I know certain people didn't hear it. The post was basically someone got a pink eye in Houston because the product was being bought where?
This person bought an eyeliner.
Okay.
They ended up getting pink eye, and they said this is the real shady thing. They asked that dude that was selling the makeup. It was like a wannabe makeup influencer, and he said, "Oh, well, I ordered it from this company." So I looked up the company, and I was like, "Hey, this was sold wholesale at Alibaba. It's one of those websites where you can buy like 100 products for like $20."
Right.
And I said, "Hey, honestly, this isn't a stab at anyone. It's not safe. Like, I saw reports where these are made in factories where there's rat feces everywhere. They were made like you're not really getting a good product if they could sell the product for like 5 cents a piece."
Okay.
So it wasn't an attack or anything. It was just like, hey, be careful where you get your makeup if you're getting it from someone
I
who's
got
like
a
selling
pink,
makeup out of their house.
and I know it's totally different, but I got a pink eye from my ex when he came in my
You should have gotten revenge and farted on his pillow.
just to add a little bit of different, but yeah, that happened. It landed in my eye, right?
Yeah. Tell him to take you to Taco Bell and then just let it rip on his pillow when he's asleep.
But I want to thank you for calling in and clearing everything up. The digital network. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Okay, guys. Anybody else wants to call in? Might as well give the line up. If anybody else has their opinion or wants to call in right now before I end my live. It's open for the public right now, guys. Guys, no fighting. Respect the callers. Respect the callers, guys. Respect Low. Respect Digital Dimwit. If anybody else wants to call in and give their 2 cents of their opinion, it's going to be respected. No one's going to get mad. No one's going to bash you. I'm not going to throw pictures of your family out there. I'm not going to go after your children. We're not going to stop being friends. No, but make me Rebecca Ashley 175. No, this is Vanessa. Call Miss Painter. Miss Painter, we already talked to her. She's out bailando. Let me call in so I can correct people. La Perrita, call in then. La Perrita, call in. We don't know who La Perrita is, guys. So La Perrita wants to call in. Go for it. I'm going to give 2 minutes for anybody else to call in. And we will continue the debate tomorrow. We will continue with this debate that we have going. It is nothing personal, guys. Nothing personal against where is your whatever orange shirt. I got rid of it. I bought a new shirt. Okay. One more minute, guys. If nobody calls in, we are gonna end our show with Medusa's in the house, guys. Medusa is in the house. I repeat, Medusa Miss Painter is in the house. I heard on Facebook that Ashley Casa Karen is Medusa, guys. Don't forget to the clothes I have for you. Oh, yes, you're right. Me tengo una ropa también, guys. Allá por Edinburgh. Somebody's calling the show, but with the wrong number. Let me get the number. Hold on. 347, okay, 346-932-7560. Okay, let me hang up this one. Ay, pendeja. Let me hang up this one and let me call it from over here.
Sí.
I'm trying to call La Perrita back. Hello? Hello?
Yo no soy la perrita, pero sí quiero decir algo.
Mande.
Quiero decir que se va mucho a la verga las zancas mías de hijas mías, hija de su puta madre. Pinche vieja, la mandó a la verga el pinche Apache también de allá de...
Ay, hasta que regresaste, estúpida. Where have you been?
I told you hi the other day, you're like, hi, and TikTok. I was like, you don't remember
I don't
me.
remember you. Acuérdate that you were going to do my face and you were going to do my lips y todo el pedo y nada.
Yes, I need to. Hace poco, no sé cómo tuvo la onda que te miré en TikTok and I would been commenting, pero dije, se me hace que no se acuerda de mí. But hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. It's our longtime old friend from 1975, guys. Hasta que
You can call me
regresó.
Dracula.
Hasta que regresaste, estúpida. Me asustaste. Dije, ¿quién es?
Oye, deja tú, pues déjame les digo aquí a todos que están escuchando, la razón que no me miraron tanto es porque la pinche vigía zancas, que bien que la tenían pinada mira el video ese, y se le mira las chichillas y el brasiel de Madonna. Pica mi Facebook y me lo quitaron y pinche viejita que tu puta madre. Qué bueno que perdiste, bastarda. Y límpiate esos pinches lentes pañosos, culera. Y me la pelas porque hasta Harris County vienes y también te meto la verga, culera.
Ay, no. Está hablando Glora.
Happy 4th of July, bitch. Coming soon.
¿Cómo andas? ¿Andas de tweakers drogada? ¿Qué onda? Apenas te empezó June.
Sí. No, es que como quiero que haga cohetes cuando oiga este video, la hija de su puta madre. Me encantó cuando pones el de ese video que dice, huele a droga, con la musiquita y la otra pendeja. Yo amaba padres, cállate, manteca chingada, cara de bacon. Hija de su puta madre.
Ay, no, pues gracias por calling in, te lo agradezco. Y no te hagas la perdida, habla.
Sí, voy a hablar más seguido para que se la curen aquí todos. Everybody's probably wondering, who the fuck is that crazy bitch?
Bueno, te dejo entonces, amigocha. ¿Cuándo vienes al valle?
Yo creo que en 2 weeks.
Bueno, 2 weeks para que me hagas la cara y todo el pedo. Ya estás.
Sí. Ok, cuídate.
Bueno, bye. Está hablando Glow, guys. So I'm gonna end it with Glow right now. Yo pensaba que era la perrita who called in, pero no era la perrita. Órale. Last call, guys. Goodbye. Espérate, Glow.
Hello.
Why did you say goodbye? We were on the other line.
Okay. First of all, I just want to clear what Digital Dimwit said. And this is not about me. This is not about my company. Okay, this is about Vanessa or what he is doing to other people.
Right.
Now, why in the world does he say publicly that I pay 20 cents for I don't know how much amount of product? Is he that ignorant and that stupid? Does he want to see my invoices of what I pay for my stuff? Now, anybody can be saying shit about my stuff. I have lots of customers. They are very pleased with my product, and I have never had a complaint. And they still keep buying from me. So, que la perra esté diciendo ahí que she got a pink eye, show me proof that you bought merchandise from me. Show us. Everybody, because everybody gets an invoice when they purchase anything from me. So I am not going to allow for an ignorant idiot, to be saying shit about my product. ¿Ok? Porque no cuestan 20 centavos, que no sea pendejo, o simplemente es un pendejo que no sabe lo que cuestan las cosas y no sabe lo que cuesta tener un negocio.
Right.
Y esto no es de mí. Todo se trató de que tú le estás haciendo una pregunta al pendejo Y ahora se está quitando la pinche barra en hablar de mí y hablar de mi compañía. Él no tiene por qué estar hablando de mi compañía. Porque ni tiene pruebas, ni ha visto documentación, ni una chingada de nada. Eso es hablar a lo pendejo. Por esa misma razón lo tengo odiado al perro bastardo este.
Chloe, calm down, Chloe, calm down.
No, es que como que calm down,
Es que you're
¿Por qué?
misinterpreting stuff. Él no dijo que era tu
No.
compañía.
Él está hablando de mi producto que yo vendo de mi empresa. El pendejo está diciendo que cuestan 10 centavos o 20 centavos cuando yo lo estoy vendiendo a no sé qué tanto. ¿Acaso él ya vio las facturas de compras? Eres un pendejo, Digital Denway. Por eso nunca vas a dejar de ser un pinche pelado panochón y pendejo. Y te gusta siempre estar chingando a las mujeres. De donde puedo ver porque eres un pinche pelado cobarde. Por eso no te puedo ver.
Somebody keeps on calling. I don't know who it is. I'm gonna merge it. Hello? Hello?
Oye, te quiero decir algo.
What?
Yo hace, back in 2020, real quick, yo tenía mi own eyelash line. You can ask Vanessa. Y eyeliner. Fui de las primeras que vendían en Bronzeville la pinche pegamento. Y les voy a decir aquí a todas las que quieren, porque I'm not a, ¿cómo se dice? Gatekeeper. ¿Cómo se dice esa mamada que no donde ver sus cosas?
Okay.
I would get everything from Alibaba. Alibaba con $100 me mandaban chingo de pestañas y chingo de glue y las vendían $15. So whatever that other person said about 20 cents a product, yes, it's true. Alibaba, AliExpress.
No. But the thing is that we don't know where Glow buys her product. No sé si es de Ali o de donde sea.
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying that you could get it for 20 cents. He was correct. I don't even know who that guy is, but he is correct. Ahí puedes agarrar products así, lipsticks. Everybody will love my lipsticks. I have my own palette. So he is right on the prices. So I don't know where she's getting her stuff. Maybe she's getting it from Europe, or maybe she's getting it from Italy. But more than likely, I know everybody in the valley gets
Pues
it
además
from
que no me dejes como
AliExpress.
la pinche Lin May, culera.
No, esto ya cuando fui al colegio para lo que hago, pongo Botox, pero está hablando de make.
No, pues no
Es
me dejes
verdad,
como la
está bien
pinche
barata.
Lin May. ¿Qué tanto me vas a cobrar, culera?
A ti no te va a cobrar nada.
Bueno, ya estás. Bueno.
A ratito te hablo porque también ya me certifiqué en poner otras inyecciones que ayudan mucho, que vienen siendo casi un poco como Zempic, pero después te platico de eso.
Oh, ay, dime, culera, que me falta, aquí me sobra.
Sí,
Bueno,
ahorita que acabes el show me
bueno,
hablas.
yo te hablo. Bueno, bye. Guys, everything's just going crazy. I don't know how to handle. Norma, calm down, please. Guys, I think you guys are... Okay, look. Glow does not buy her product from AliExpress. I've known of that page. People introduced me to that page. It's a very good page, guys, for people to buy and sell. But no, Glow buys her stuff from Europe. It's quality stuff. The fact is that, you know, certain people might not like it, certain people like it, whatnot. But from what I understood right now, Digital Demon was talking about somebody else from Houston that bought a product and messed up someone's eyes, pink eye, whatnot. He didn't mention Glow's name. But I'm just gonna end this live, guys, before it's just getting out of hand already. And I'm laughing because it's like I don't know what else to say. It's just getting out of hand. So what does he doesn't have to answer anymore? Anyone? Good night, guys. Good night. So exciting. Good night. Good night, guys. Good night. Hasta mañana. Dios me los bendiga a cada uno de ustedes. Tomorrow we'll continue with this conversation about the makeup. Digital Den would be available around 9. Glow will be available too, and anybody else who wants to call in. Good show tonight. It's just to debate. It's not to hold anything personal against anyone. I'm keeping it neutral. and we're here to love this drama. Pinche perrita. Bueno, guys, I'll let y'all go. Thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the super chat. I'll be free tomorrow. Call me. I will. I'll call you at 9. Thank you for the cash app, super chat. Thank you for everything. Ram, thank you for being here with us. Juan Jose hasn't called me to my phone. But I want to thank Ram for blessing me yesterday with 300. Juan Jose blessed me with 200. Denise blessed me. The mayor blessed me from Petite, Texas, blessed me with $100 too, guys. So I want to thank the mayor for her blessings from yesterday. Thank you, mayor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll let you all go, guys. I love you and see you all tomorrow. Tonight, Raquel blessed me too. Thank you, Raquel, for blessing me tonight. She also has a beautiful chain. Make Danny a moderator again. Wow, I don't know how to do that. I need to talk to somebody to help me change moderators because I don't know how to do that. Way to go, Ram. Blessing Jaime. Thank you. I blessed you on TikTok. Yes, you did, QT. Send me your makeup. I bless you con chingos de barras baboso. Oh, pendeja. I can't wait, Didi. So tomorrow we have a great show, guys. We're going to talk about debates and stuff. I love you guys. Hasta mañana. Tomorrow I'll do a skit. I will do a skit, guys. I actually still have... I'm not that... I actually still have it, guys. I still have Glow's products here, and I use them, actually, for the show. There's one that's my favorite one. This one's not my favorite one. It was a pink one. This one. This one's my favorite one. Alright, guys, thank you for being here. Ram, ¿dónde está Ram? Hey, he is shy. Pinche Pozile. Hey, Ram, thank you for letting know Denise. Denise, the mayor, donated $100 yesterday, Ram. And I'm going to show my receipts right now where she donated $100, guys. And I want to thank the mayor. You know, pa' que les ardan el CSO a otra gente, guys. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.